just start off by asking you, this is a group that's obviously seen a little bit of everything, not only this year, but throughout your career. You've been in the postseason. This year you play Oklahoma and Bama and LSU. You win at Arkansas. Can those experiences help you in a setting like this, in a regional like this? Can those experiences be overstated?
Yeah, I think they help a lot. Playing those big teams in the early on in the season really just shows you what you're working with and like how the team can work together in those types of situations. Like we're playing some really good teams this weekend, but we have a really good team, and I think it's going to be some good competition. And it's going to be fun to watch.
When you look at this group of seniors, if someone were to ask you what you think the legacy would be for that group, I would imagine it would be less about big wins and postseason and more about just relationships and so forth. What do you think the legacy of this group would be?
I think it's our competitiveness. All of us have a drive to be the best and want to play against those bigger teams. Another thing is like we all have strong relationships with God, and we want to just lead our team in a way that they can trust God no matter what they're going through. No matter wins or losses, that they're giving the glory to God. And that's what all this year's seniors are trying to do. That's what seniors in the past did, and they were great at it. So that's what we're just trying to do for our team.
Thank you.
Autumn, with the way 2020 ended, and it was going to be you and Amber, your senior years, you guys would be ready to go on, get married, start life, and just with coming back, how pleased are you to get to this point and not have 2020 end the way it did and be able to end your college softball careers on a note playing in the postseason?
Yeah, it's a great feeling to just get this opportunity again. I was originally not going to come back and take the fifth year, but I'm so glad that God had his hand on my future and what he was going to use. And he wanted me here, obviously, so it's just a great feeling to be back and get this opportunity to go to regionals again.
I talked to Amber about a month ago, and she said the driving force for her has been the 2018 regional and the way that ended with getting to the regional final in Columbia and being on the doorstep of going to the program's first super regional and not being able to get it done against South Carolina. Has that been a fueling factor for you to get back to that point?
Yeah, that was such a fun experience. And just being in the championship game then, like having that team, which was a very strong team, but just looking at this team now, like we can go so far. And I'm so excited to see what we bring this weekend. I hope we bring our guts and stuff and just have fun. But yeah.
Hey, Autumn.
Hi.
Hey, a quick question. I mean, you being one of the senior leaders on this team, how have you been able to kind of amp some of these younger players up to kind of get on that level of excitement and also just to stay mentally prepared and mentally tough?
Well, if you have watched me play, I'm a psycho on the field. So I think that's one of my roles is just being super hype and just super excited for everyone. Another thing that I like to do is encourage them no matter what they're going through. We've all been in slumps. We've all been there. And we've also all had successes. So I just want to praise everyone on the team and just be there for them.
Autumn, I was going to ask, you showed a lot of emotion there in the A-Sun tournament, that game-winning home run. You were screaming going down first base. You were, going crazy after Mary Claire Wilson scored from second base on that sac fly. And is it just something about like the next loss might be it for you, that you're just savoring all this moment?
I'm not even thinking about the loss. I'm thinking about my teammates got it done, where I just did not want to lose. I wanted to go on, and we were fighting, and that's all I could ever ask for in my teammates, and just them coming in clutch is awesome to see, and it's just really exciting.
Hey, speaking of clutch, it feels like this team has had just a penchant for playing tight games, one-run games, the Kennesaw game the other day, the Tech game that went down to the wire. What is it about this team and one run or 2 run games?
I don't know. I just think in those situations, like, everyone's just calm. Like, they're just relaxed. They know they can do it. They know they can get it done, and they do. So it's just very fun to watch. We're not a team that gets down on ourselves when we're losing, because we know, like, we have it in ourselves to win and come back and stuff. So, yeah.
Autumn, if you don't mind talking a little bit about the impact Coach Richardson has had on you, do you mind just talking a little bit about that real quick?
Yeah, so she's a 7 on the Enneagram, super happy all the time and positive. One thing that I love about her, I've actually been watching some of her games on YouTube, like when she played, and it's just fun to watch because she's a player. Like, she's been where we are, and it's just a great, like, opportunity to hear from what she's experienced and what she's gone through. And she's very encouraging. She knows each one of us can get a home run, the winning home run. She knows we can get stuff done, and it's just a blessing to have her as a coach. All of our coaches are awesome, so yeah.
You got a chance to play at there in Knoxville earlier this year in non-conference play. What do you remember about that game? Is there some advantages to going to a stadium that you've been at prior to in the season?
Yeah, I think when we played Tennessee, it was kind of a rough week because we had just come off not playing our series against Lipscomb. So what I remember from that game, like, it was kind of a lull for the team. Like, we weren't where we thought we should be, but it was still a good opportunity to see what Tennessee has and just get to play a top of ranked team. And I think it plays a huge role in going back now because we know what we're up against and we know, like, we have to bring it because if we don't, we're not going to win and we're going to get creamed. So it's a good experience we had, yeah.
We have time for one more question with Autumn.
What have you learned about James Madison since finding out Sunday night that you guys were playing them on Friday?
They have very powerful at-bats. All their hitters really go hard in an at-bat. We're going to face some speed on the mound, but we're just focused on being on time and swinging at the right pitches. Like, that's our main focus, and we've done pretty good this year, I think. We just got to come out and play Liberty softball and see where we go. But, yeah.